You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Country Electoral also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na your platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Country Electoral also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na your platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Country Electoral also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na your platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Country Electoral also every decision they touch.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices come. Credibility, now we ability news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God picking the
Country Electoral also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na your platform where they turn up.
All right, a very good evening and welcome to the program Politics and the People, where they come to you from Liberty Online Television. Like always, we can there so every Tuesday for talk about politics, and we all know politics na any society they shape the way me and you they live, the way governance they operate, and now people them would derive where they go into politics, they move and eventually take over governance. And we all know say Salon na one country where politics are in the minds of people them every day. From the day when they vote to the next election, people always discuss politics. Now Salon they prepare for the 2028 election. Many discussion there around political parties for whether they succeed, President Bio, and within the political parties, and for whether will be Flagbearer for lead the different political party them. So now I make okay so every Tuesday for talk about some of the people them who want to come out for be Flagbearer. We talk to them. We can also look at the issues where they affect development in this country. Some of the people who they say in our government don't make a lot of promises. So we can check. Them promises they already make, how realistic, how they don't the ordinary people they don't they feel them. My name is Alex Lawrence Koroma. They are so for the next hour or so, then for discuss another interesting topic. But today we talk to somebody we don't show interest to come out for Flagbearer under the All People's Congress. And name na Dr. Victor A.B. Davis. Who that na this person? Now that make we bring him because if we just know him, we just okay. APC go just well, we don't get to a candidate. Let we vote him, but me not able to tell you all thing because as I sit down, so I get loads of information. But if me talk and I tell like I go sell Dr. Davis. So Dr. Davis get the opportunity for himself this net for selling himself and tell me about the agenda for be flag bearer under the APC, and eventually if he be the flag bearer, he be the president of the republic. A very good evening to you, Doc.
Good evening, Fambulem. Good evening, Alex.
All right. Doc, like I introduce you without wasting any time, one for no force, Dr. Victor A.B. Davis. Who that not Dr. Davis?
Dr. Davis, born na the east end of Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And na they attend school, St. Philip's Primary School, then the Prince of Wales School. And after that, the Albert Academy. Then
academician.
yes.
Good.
You have an academician?
Oh, sure, full
Okay,
time.
okay, good.
The only school in this country.
Well,
Only you go to.
yes, so that the two schools then that.
The only school in the republic. All right,
So study economics in Flagbearer College, and where I done, I begin electoral economics, and eventually become head of the Department of Economics at Flagbearer College. Then later on, I do a doctorate degree in economics at the University of Oxford. Then I work for the African Development Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you over the years, you don't deny the academic world, going to the monitoring world internationally, and part of your record, I see also you mentioned Bank of Salon. So now we begin to see from Flagbearer College, not done with the university for the economics department. Mm-hmm. How was it? Abitalek? How you for transit from student to college to head of the department?
Well, you can get your own challenges because then I may not be a student, then all of a sudden I find myself the lecture. People will not be me paddy them. And so age difference not been there, much age difference not been there. Some of them be older than me. But I learned quickly on the job, and it turned out to be a very exciting job because I grow intellectually and emotionally and socially. Mm-hmm.
So what you could tell what you experience within the university in terms of university governance, and that of a lecturer way. Of course, you be the head of the economics department.
Mm-hmm.
So managing that institute, that department, and also being a lecturer. What's not been the experience?
Well, we've been getting a lot of challenges because economics now a big department. The department they teach courses the way many students and they do even outside of the department, like the accounting students them, and at the time even the political science, sociology, and other departments. So we've been get a very heavy workload, and we've been service a lot of departments them. So we get a lot of challenges.
We'll see how you been there.
I begin lecture 1990 to 91. Then I left, go do a master's degree first. Then I come back in 1994. I lecture from that time to 2002.
So how you go describe that department then now? Because recently I've been talking to a student where they now the economics department. He described it as one of the most rigid departments. How you go describe that department? How you be left farm to how you there now?
Well, I believe say the staff at the department and they try to do a good job. Most of them have been me former students. Them, even the head of department have been me former students. So they learn a lot from me, not just academically, but maybe in terms of the discipline way maybe they show towards them and to people generally, and then they try for maintain a kind of standards. They have hope.
Play politics. We in college.
A good deal of the time at the college, student union politics being banned. They've been banned student union politics.
Okay.
But we been get hall politics, the three halls them by Buer, David Sinicol and Solomon Coker. Maybe happen for this Solomon Coker. Yes, I play hall politics and I've been contest for Secretary General and win that election day. So me I've been the Secretary General of Solomon Coker Hall.
I think I will take you too early because I want to take you to the IMF and others. But last till you don't run the you don't dinner the university. And looking at how university they run today, you go through the same university, other department, and how you did now. You they in any way, you they surprised or you get any regret why you left or the way the situation, the way the state of the university they now?
Well, first, I don't think I get any regret where I left because I want for enrich my experience. I want for diversify my experience. I'm going to contribute a lot for build capacity. Many of the people already in government now, ministers, even ministers in this present government, I lecture them. So I've been feeling I've been not contribute enough to building capacity at the university. And I want for gain more experience, especially with policy making, so that I make a left and first go do a doctorate degree, then I work for international organizations. So I go get that kind of experience that I'm going to look for.
All right, so I'll take you off from Flagbearer College and I'll take you to the international organization that we get. But before that was, you talk about you go study in Oxford, you go UK, you do your MSc, you do your doctorate and all that. How you the experience then coming from a country like Sierra Leone, moving to a society like that, and then they have academic field. How you experience like?
Well, a big leap, a big jump where you come from Sierra Leone and the way of doing things in Sierra Leone, or go study in UK, and maybe get the challenge of funding also because I partly fund myself in Oxford, so I mean face a lot of challenges, but now a very rich experience because you're in a university environment where you lecturers them or you professors then they're among the best in the world. Then you also get people where they come from other universities all over the world. They can give talks in Oxford. So then a fulfilling. It make you really happy for the kind of environment there. And it stimulates your mind and push you for learn.
From the lecture room to international monitoring fund and other institutions, take me through how you do the transition.
Yes, first I worked at the African Development Bank when I left after Oxford University. So that an African institution we've been based in Tunisia at the time, Tunis, but now they don't go back now Abidjan. So there's a development institution where they give funding for all kind of development projects, and I've been largely involved in doing the research for some of the development activities there. So that gave me the opportunity for learn a lot about other African countries, and for learn and visit all the other African countries and see how life they go on in countries and also how governments they function and the challenges we themselves they face. That's not for the African Development Bank. The IMF, there is a lot of prestige for work with the IMF. So and so at least the countries that me they visit, people and be hold me and any other member of the team, all other members of the team in high esteem because they say they work for IMF and they expect a lot. Sometimes people get all kind of myths about IMF. Say IMF they do this, IMF they do that, and So some of these things they can tell me, and from the inside we can see, at least we can see some of them things and they know to true, and I can just be they laugh within myself. So
yes, let me tell you, we talk about the one way very visible now country like Salon, and everyone we study, we get then this ideology, this neo-colonialism. People just believe that the West they use this institution, but they can't. They look at them and if they're not in the realistic, or if not just for not meet people and getting all that. But from the IMF, from African Development Bank to IMF, then move to where?
Then I come back home since last year.
When you come back?
Last year.
How long did the IMF end? How long did it to the African Development Bank and IMF?
African Development Bank just 3 years, then IMF 15 years.
So what's your experience in terms of somebody where like they come vie now for the position of Flagbearer and run the country as president? What's not the experience we get in that?
I not get
the experience where you get in the IMF,
okay,
African Development Bank. Now that you're coming home and you're planning for take over the Flagbearer and take to the presidency of this country, yes. What's the experience?
Well, with both the IMF and the African Development Bank, they interact closely with African leaders and African policymakers, and I'm going to give advice, especially where I've been then at the IMF, because I've been resident representative of the IMF in some African country. So I've been the face of the IMF, now the Central African Republic, so I've been the resident representative. So I've been on the ground for give advice to governments. So I'm going to get first-hand experience with the problems the way African countries and they face, and also with ways by which you can able to solve them problems then they. So that for me now, it gave me a lot of satisfaction, because you can say they contribute to helping countries grow and helping countries develop.
Is this then a job the way many people can describe as secured job, where you get them? And you get, like what you say, you get international recognition, you interact with president them, you interact with governments around the world. Why from IMF for Caron for president for a country like Salon, where many people they describe as one of the poorest?
It is not one of the poorest countries. Me have to be always the Salon. I grew up in a poor community. I grew up in a poor home where I've been begin primary school. Now be a full time in the work I go St. Philip School on Patton Street. So me have to be always in a Salon, and over the years, even when I develop myself, I've been they say we need for save Sierra Leone more and more. Things don't they get worse, especially in recent years. Things don't they go from bad to worse, and I've say nobody not going to save Sierra Leone. Pass with the Sierra Leoneans them. There is some people, and like you say, some people in this they try for write off the country, say this country done bad, better again. But I just feel say we can save this country. This country is not impossible for help for rescue. It just take it just requires some goodwill and determination on the part of well-meaning Sierra Leoneans then.
We therefore can't talk about the current system of governance in this country, the status of the economy and all that. But I want to look at you, experience them. You don't ever involve into full-time politics?
Well, we see full-time politics. I don't hold a full-time political job yet, but I've been a member of the All People's Congress for quite some time, and I've been closely involved in some of the activities of the party. I've not been openly involved, of course, because whilst I've been the work for international organizations, because that's not allowed. You can't take an open position in politics in your country or in any country for that matter. But I've been the contribute to the party, and I've been in different ways, like contributing to the writing of manifestos. And they visit very frequently, and stay engaged all the years. Yeah.
So for example, I take you first to the school marriage. Now one way been get economic crisis, after the country may move to one way them they describe as fastest growing economy, the Ebola come, then we get a shutdown. What are the advice, at any point you begin any advice to the government then, how they for able manage the economy where go reach to a bad situation, to be reach to austerity?
Over the years, I've been on the interact closely with some people within the government, because some of them are some of them have been me ex-students then. Some of them are people who are lecturing at university, and they may maintain close contact with me. And they come to me for advice, talk to me, call me for advice, and where I come home, that they interact with them, and we then self visits, if not Washington or wherever, we may interact. So I mean, always they give advice, even members of this present government. Some of them are people that we are lecture, and we are still maintain very good links, ties with, and I can try for give advice, but there is advice, not to tweet the force on somebody, So event left to the person. Sometimes the person you go one for take the advice and implement the advice, but himself not to they take the final decision in most cases.
Why Flagbearer? You be earlier on say you will go school, you will struggle. But I ask you this question based on the economic situation of the country. Why Flagbearer? Why want to be president of the republic?
Because I want to save Sierra Leone.
How?
Sierra Leone need a leader who go break from the present way the country they run. We go lead the effort for move away from how we they run things presently. And so I don't need a leader who get a clean record. We get a clean record, like my record are not ever involved in corruption. I know ever involved in corruption. A disciplined man. And so I don't need somebody also who understand the problems of the country. I understand the problems of the country in the sense that myself don't live through many of them problems there. I live through Sierra Leone, not to stranger in Sierra Leone. I live through the hardship we had through hardship where they grow up, and I can feel for the people of this country. So I understand the problems of this country, and with my experience as an economist, with my experience with other African countries, I feel I well placed for lead the effort. Not a one-man job, but I well placed for lead the effort for Save Sierra Leone, for make the country, take the country to Usai it really belong. Sierra Leone, like you say, Sierra Leone are one of the poorest countries in the world. We're not supposed to, they will not belong there, because we get all the resources for let we be rich. Let we be rich, let people and be rich, let people and not live this kind of a miserable life where they live. So, but we need the leader. We get the vision, and we get the love for the country. We get sorry for the country. We get command respect at home and abroad for lead the charge.
You get Ernest Kumar is a politician. You forget base. you get base.
I get base.
Osana base.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Sierra Leone broad. Of course, we not say them politicians don't claim like the people they say they are a strong base at the southeast, the south and all land. You can still pick you, Mike. Okay. Then the APC they say they strength and northwest and all and the north. But you forget specific base.
Well, in fact, that idea they're wrong, that you forget specific base. That idea I want to move away from. For me, my base, not the suffering people of Sierra Leone. Suffering not a region. All the regions in this country, they suffer. Northeast, southwest, or whatever, all the areas and the way you call. Hardship not get tribe. You be Mende, you be Timni, you be Limba. We're going to market at the same price they go buy per mine, at the same price they go buy fish. So, them politicians then can always try for use them kind of language there for divide the people. But we in a small country, we interact socially, we interact so well. People and they marry across tribes and do things across tribes. So why make we for begin they say this na my base, that na my base? Anybody where they carry them can talk to them, they're not possibly ready for unite the country. So me own base na Sierra Leone.
The APC party there with the lower levels right now.
Yes.
How you they navigate? Forget the delegates then.
Well, we're there now actively, and that now something obviously we will not go discuss in public because you go let out sensitive information. We go count against we.
How you describe his strength in the APC?
Are very strong at the APC because the APC, a lot of people and they look for a change. Then they look for a new breed of leadership. Then they look for somebody who get a clean record, a clean face. Then they look for a break from the past. And then see all that in me.
Okay. You don't see the politics of Salon at it. One for like do a description about you. It seems to be this diplomatic somebody, and this Salon politics gets on radicalism. How you play around?
Na Eastern are born as I be all the dirty tricks them. I don't go use them, but I know them, and myself ready for resist anything we come away we're not right. I ready for fight this fight right to the end.
You don't ever come across any issue. You don't ever get issue with the law in this country.
I don't get issue with the law. I hope not, but I don't afraid the law and understand the law, and nobody never for intimidate me.
What did you point out, say that this I don't do for Salon? Apart from your academic field, you work with and do what you like?
I don't serve as a role. First of all, besides the academic field, when I in my earlier days, I be a playwright. I'm the right player that formed the Wanjama Cultural Theatre. I've been the first playwright. I write the first plays for the group, and when they take that plays, and they across the country they stage them. So they develop. I don't help for develop the culture and arts in Sierra Leone. Okay. Then in my earlier days also, I've been organized the Ginger Hall Football League. And that league, Boku young people at the time play, they will end up for go play for Leon Stars. People like Junior Tumbu, Junior Parade, Bana Loco, and Boku other one them. And I know you also trivialize or minimize the role where I don't play at the university. Now, huge role there. I don't build the capacity for let we fix the economy. And it's just
when talk about university, so you get two inside the APC now. If memory serves me well, two names you don't make two from the same university. Dr. Ibrahim.
Okay.
We also current lecturer in you now. So, you feel say the university na a base.
As I don't say me base na Sierra Leone. Me base.
Yeah, but they use the successes of the university. So let not play with that. Which you don't do.
Let not trivialize them.
Yeah, because so I know how reach it because the poor man will understand.
Okay, no, make play minor. Yes, let not play with that. Let not make like to better team.
Yes, but if you say the university, the role you don't play in university, go add a plus to it. You don't.
Of course, I don't play a big role at the university, so clearly a plus. So.
How you could describe your weight in terms of popularity, like post the past? Of course, I go through Flagbearer. One point we very popular in Flagbearer, like Okocha. I was just say
that's security man.
Yes. Okay. Ordinary man, I don't die now. The ordinary man. But most of the people that go through university know Okocha.
Yes.
You know, these are the people. I know I mention big lecture. I mean, I just give an example there.
Okay.
So how, if they say Dr. Davis now within the university, how you describe hype they like?
Well, everybody will know me at the university at the time of the lecture. I don't left there for quite some time, of course, but my reputation still there alive. People and still, some of them might not meet me face to face, the present students them, but they don't hear about me. And then can be excited for see me, the one day we can get a chance for see me.
Many names don't come right now for the Flagbearership. Which is your relationship with the current names that don't come out?
Well, I interact with them, I talk with them. Some of them are people who have been on, a good number of them are people who have been on Sabi before, one or two are people who I go school with or I've been there university with. So I interact with all of them and I get a very good relationship with them because I feel say this na a race, na competition, of course, then they can breed tension at times, but not to death, not to the end of the world. So, and we'd all forfeit.
So you should believe say not to do or die.
Not to do or die because we
all Dr. Samuel will say politics not to do or die.
I know quote anybody, but as I say, me, no, I'd interact with everybody, and moreover, we all do this for the party. So the party for be bigger than we all. The bigger goal, or the biggest goal, now for let we return to power. Let the APC return to power. And we not for lose sight of that.
So in terms of assurance of being the flag bearer, how confident are you?
About my chances of winning?
Being the flag bearer.
As I operate within the party, and as I say, anytime I go, people in the show a lot of excitement, a lot of interest in me, because they want somebody, they want people like we go represent change, we go bring change, we go give them hope, say yes, Salon go better, and Salon get the breed of leadership we go make this country better.
I don't interact with few people that go tell you say I am into this thing for large just show face. So man go say at that point you cannot forget recognition.
Okay.
Now the same thing with Dr. Davis.
I already recognized before I enter the race. For me, this race is an act of service, an act of sacrifice. And I left a job where, like you saying, a good job, and I left a comfortable life. So I'm recognized. I was recognized before I be flag bearer, and I know they do things for recognition.
Salon politics normal link is in money. Of course, on this few flag bearers already display money. Financially, for the position of flag bearer, you comfortable?
Comfortable might be a bit of an exaggeration, but the money na the politics na one big regret, because the money some people they exploit the poverty and throw money around, and in the process then they confuse the people them. But the people they still realize say money not to everything. That made them they see that you need for carry a message. You need for bring them a message. And even if they will take you money, but if you not get a message, they not go vote for you. Or I not believe say you go win purely by money. So yes, money is a challenge, because we get money the hard way. Me get money the hard way, and I don't know how others then get their own money. But still, the message people are on the land now. Say people some politicians go come and flash and give you money. Then later on, then just forget about you, and the country is safe. They might not even be capable for run the country.
Doc, you don't see the recent way our politics they play from 2082 now, when I don't the opposition. Even when una talk, una can complain, say una don't get the space for say something, una for say for do something democratically. These are concerns from some of una members. Them, you feel say the space there for the opposition move on and do campaign or make the move for takeover State House 2028?
The political space don't become more and more difficult na Salon. We don't see widespread violation of human rights. People in their rights. We don't see all kind of way that they do to people, imprison people for when they express their views. Then they get worse and worse every day. So human rights are a big problem now in this country, and we face that disadvantage as an opposition. Despite that, with all that, the people that we believe say the yearning for change is so strong that we go still able to overcome then disadvantages and win the next election.
You see Salon after 2002, President Kaba declared this war done. This country is a war done. To the Anescoma, to this current president. Democratically, if you say would improve as a country?
We begin improve under, like you say, when President Kaba take over. we've been getting relatively fair election under President Kaba and under President Ernest Koroma, but the 2023 election marked a major backslide in democracy in Sierra Leone.
You know, looking at a few countries in Africa and looking at the democratic practices now some of them countries in that of Sierra Leone, how if it's a salon they do among other African countries?
You get some African countries that were democratic. You get some way clearly not democratic. I know I'm begin call when they were not democratic. I can cite a few countries that way where they practice democracy to a very large degree. You get a country like Botswana, of course, one of the best democracies in Africa. You get Mauritius, people can forget Mauritius, the Africa. You get maybe Zambia to some extent, and Ghana. These are some of the examples that way they come to mind. Then you get other countries the way the election are just not just a facade, as they can say, not just election for election's sake, but where they cannot know that they win before the election.
Doc, now you don't see the practices from 20 to 2023. You see the possibility of a clean election 2028.
We don't see some worrisome developments where the signal that the elections might not be, with the signal that we might not get free and fair election in 2028. We see, of course, the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner. We've been involved in the 2023 election, where the disputed election, where that alone, if I don't make, they not get anything for with that kind of person there in any future election. So then some of them developments they are cause for concern. They are cause for concern.
Yes. As party.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right, Doc. You area now broadly all your life now. They don't work around the economy. In economist. First, what if you see now the problem with the current state of a country economy?
The one problem with the economy is, let's begin with the mindset. We get an aid dependency mindset. We just feel say that aid for solve a problem. We get what we call for the bigger mindset. We get all the resources in the world, but then with the left they go bigger in other country. And then no country not go develop that way there. That's not one. The other problem is corruption. The corruption they make we know they get better revenue, even though we get all the resources there. And even the small revenue they get, when they can't for spend them, there's a lot of them they waste through corruption. Then the other problem we'll get now government wastage. We get too many government ministers, for example, the cabinet too large. We get so many parastatals, public enterprises or public institutions that we then just create for create's sake. We then they duplicate, then all they do the same thing. And all them parastatals, all them public institutions there, then cost money for one. So now that way money they go. Now through that money they waste. We also, of course, everybody know, but the foreign travel where the government, the plenty foreign travel where that they money they waste back. So these are some of the problems then. The private sector when a day we for encourage, because any economy where they grow, any country where they develop, now through the private sector. But yeah, we don't they kill the private sector. They harass the private sector. So that make the private sector not they grow. Will not get strong private sector.
You highlight some few areas, but the reason why I ask, we'll come and possibly open some of the areas that we talk about. But the reason why make I ask you, if you happen to be the flag bearer of the All People's Congress and eventually be the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, waiting a strategy for address the issue of the economy?
Well, in the first place, that aid dependency mindset, that bigger mindset, I go change them. Me not go adopt that bigger mindset there for the go begin say, hey, the donors then anything you want to pass, you begin on to donor, pass you, or you then go begin bigger. You know they treat you with respect in the world. We don't turn bigger man in the world. So that mindset there, that aid dependency, that begging, bigger mindset, it will go. We go look, we government go say, we get the things they will need in this country for solve problems them. For let we people and live a decent life. So let we focus on what's in this country. We get all the resources there. We get minerals, then gold, diamonds, iron ore, rutile. We got our natural resources. We get timber. We get a beautiful location. We're in a coastal country with long beaches, long coastline. Then a huge asset down there for build the tourism industry. But we left all anything in there. We go bigger.
Some people, other school of thoughts could tell you, say, the problem we they get that the resources from one for making facility, for example, the tourism sector. How for give them a facelift, how for make it look attractive for other people that for come. We still get challenges with airspace. When Boko plane in the Canada, this country, we know they attract a lot of tourists them for come now the country. You get all these things. You feel say the country get the resources for open the phase of look at the tourism sector for so you talk about.
The tourism sector, I think the first thing we for fix na the airport. And the first thing we go fix na the airport. Because the airport we will get right now, not an airport in the real sense, because you take longer for move from Lunge Airport to Freetown than you take for fly, say, from Brussels to Lunge. So, like you say, they discourage tourism, they discourage investment, they discourage everything. So we go look into either reviving that Mama Airport project or other options then for solve that airport problem there. That's one. The other thing is that we country down, we not take care of with with tourism attractions them. We need to take care of beaches them beautiful, but then dirty. The whole, not just the beaches, then the whole country dirty. We need to make this country clean and attractive. There we other natural resources that like we tourism, we go attract tourism. Them parks. They talk about what that park na region chimpanzee reserve. Yes. Takugama, exactly. They say they just go encroach the people that don't go build it. So they don't go grab the chimpanzee there. So these are the things that we will preserve. For let the country, let tourism then come in. There will basic infrastructure, of course, we need we go fix electricity. Electricity. You need electricity for everything, whether tourism or any other activity.
Dr. Always you good idea, for example. How you compare the reality within our government, that of geopolitics, that of a country with so many debts, a country with small revenue that they collect. How you go make that the reality?
Well, the revenue small because again, the corruption ain't the root cause. No, corruption are one root cause because I make even with all the resources they will get. If you look at the mining deals them or the other deals them generally, they are very bad deals them for Salon. So some of them glaring deals they are always so bad. We go review them. Going in for review them because the country then they penalize the country. The country not the benefits. The people that we go sign them deals and they will go negotiate them deals and they're not acting in the interest of the country. So for review some of them deals then the other thing is for cut government wastage. Like this, I mentioned the size of the government. One good example are like the chief minister, the office of the chief minister. That office will no need for exist because they duplicate, they do the same work as the vice president. The vice president alone, he do. We don't need a chief minister. Under our own government, we're not going to get chief minister. We go shut down that office there. We will reduce the government size more generally. The number of ministers then will be fewer. And then boku public agencies there don't talk about. We'll go for review them and fuse some of them and close some of them because now they all the money they go. many of them get boards, they get all kind of positions them. When they use them as for give appointments for reward people them.
But again, it close all and you know, if you see they add more unemployment.
Now, just a handful of privileged people and they benefit from them from some them positions. Then they wait till we get with teachers them, we get with nurses them, where they say they not get PIN codes, so they not they pay them. It better for let you take that money the way they spend per all the ministers, then you use them for recruit their nurses there or put them on the payroll, you know, because now then they work for nothing. So what do you go want? For we just get them boku minister and then they go around in Land Cruiser, or let we give them pay, then we put teacher then and then we put nurses then salary.
I could describe the BO administration in terms of performance.
Very bad.
How bad?
Very, very bad. This country don't go back. In 2017, I forgive an example. A primary school teacher will just get HTC. In salary, with a monthly salary, if we're able to buy 5 bag rest with that salary there. Today, that same primary school teacher there with HTC, in salary go just afford 2.5 bag rest. So you see how over time life will become more and more difficult for the people of this country.
In terms, you just talk about one side, and in the education sector, you get the health sector. We earlier want to make mention of. You get the energy sector. Exactly. If one for like rate this government in terms of key sectors, for example, this government, some of them priority guys get the health feed salon, we now agriculture, you get technology, of course electricity, infrastructure today. But now we look at these key areas: infrastructure, electricity, agriculture, education, and health. How you go rate them performance compared to the former government?
Well, for infrastructure, most of the roads then and Eskomai governments build them. Most of the roads them. So I don't really see the addition to infrastructure that much where this government don't bring. The feed salon, the people and the staff, the feed salon program them highly politicize them. So much so that whether they get the tractor, you forget connection, forget tractor. Not to program where they benefit people and generally, or the farmers then generally, we eventually for make we increase food production. People and they starve now, people and they go hungry. So who that then they feed? Education, that so-called free education, enough free, because there are all kinds of charges where then they make the parents and they pay. Then go begin then go talk about if you get picking a public school, then go they charge them exam fee, then they charge them all kind of a fee. Then they charge them for sports and all the other charges then they. So things are tough, things are difficult in Salon.
You don't work in a few countries.
Mm-hmm.
You don't work in any country where you get free education.
Country that like Botswana, I think so they get free education.
How the model and that of Salon?
Botswana, of course, now one of the best run countries in Africa in terms of the economy, and then generally the living standards much higher than Salon and than many other African countries. Then I mean, this now what you call an outlier, now one of the best countries where you can think of in terms of how they manage their economy and their resources.
The foreign exchange. Now, one way the APC they say will be left from so, but you don't go this high. What if it's a missing? What if it's a go wrong? We particularly when Professor Kalon Bedede, where they get so much of high in terms of exchange rates or money being just like. We go to is it for what, 3 million or 4 million? Because now they're 2,370,60,70. So we go 400, if we go to almost 3 million almost.
The problem not to Professor Kalon, and office na the Bank of Salon or na individual. The problem na a government problem. Now a government problem because the people away with the Bank of Sierra Leone or with the Ministry of Finance or with the other institutions and they were supposed to manage the economy, then now they really exercise their ability for managing. They need to left them for run the economy. The problem with Sierra Leone is as me when they can interact with me, when they tell me and when they complain is this so-called orders from above. That's the way the country, that way they run this country, orders from above. So you like how you get you sense you like how you sabi the book or you sabi the job at the end you they receive instructions.
So if you see the orders from above and they affect.
Now it's just they show the system of governance now.
So most of the people who the institution not get saying on their own.
They not get saying on their own.
They be influenced by.
They be influenced by these so-called orders from above.
So some are specific orders from above because, example, police. If you talk to ordinary police, you go say orders from above.
Well,
so who don't the
that you as journalist and so you know more better than me, Seth.
Because who are the orders from above now? Because is it the minister? Is it the presidency?
Let me throw that question there to fumble and then no, everybody knows.
Who are the orders from above?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doc, when you look at this country, don't they struggle over the years in the year of electricity and you vie for this position? What are the ideas for put an end to the struggle?
Well, electricity just they reflect the general problems in the country, the governance problems, the political interference and so the corruption and other problems. For we government we go privatize electricity. We go privatize the production of.
Focus on this new energy. Go back to the old system.
Well, we need to move towards clean energy. We know say certain forms of energy like diesel. Where they use diesel and turbine production, then they damage the environment. So we own government go favor solar energy and other clean sources of energy, like hydro energy too, now a clean source of energy. But of course we can't just get rid of all the system, the old systems them. But over time we go move towards then clean sources.
So now they're going for more clean energy.
More clean energy, solar, hydro.
All these ideas where you get, eventually get the flag bearer. You go support the person they get them.
I go support the person will be the flag bearer because as I've been saying, the bigger goal for the party and for the country now for let APC return to power because the country, not just the party, the country they look to APC. For rescue
and all these ideas. If there somebody where you support eventually be the president, you want to make you serve. Particularly the Minister of Finance and them minister and all, and you ready for serve?
I'm ready for serve my country.
But you make mention of orders from above and looking at your orientation. You don't work for the past 15 to 18 years with international rules, you get a free will for do it, you have to do in line with professionalism. What if you can't begin face orders from above? Why they manage that your professionalism and the orders from above we mentioned now?
Well, if you ever got to the point where I feel say I can't do my job well and I feel say I know they get the chance for serve my country well, and then I'm not going to compromise that kind of situation. Of course, there is always some give and take here and there when you work in the public sector or in anywhere for that matter. But for me, I always get a red line.
They say some of the people they come out now for come and reach themselves. And the same to Dr. Davis.
Me na man we get a clean record, and people who know me from my university, from the time I served at the university, know say corrupt free. I mean, I know they engage in corruption. I mean, a man of high integrity, and I go always remain that way. And I no need for thief money. and only for thief government money, for myself, for satisfying myself, I think I can able for live a decent life, a comfortable life, even if I'm not without any government money.
Would they see Salon people don't they accuse the current president? Say you know they live that kind of big life within opposition. They accuse an Escoma say come it's on the country to a business country and reaching family and all that day. What's more really go cow it way when I go say Dr. Davis, that's also in family. On I self no more they try not big girls, I don't be lost. Like go to the city they say for the current president now, then say no big girls, I NTB if they London, no big more talk. These are comments them with the public, they say. Why not go see the same thing says Dr. Davis every day now so not big nothing.
Well, because I get something already. So they know say I'm not being get us. That's not so true because I get us, I get the basic, I get assets them. And we own government. Me personally, I go lead by example. I will lead by example with zero tolerance for corruption. I go lead a very transparent government, and I go set up the mechanisms them for make sure for hold everybody to account in the government.
You talk about international records. You need somebody now internationally recognized and internationally respected. Are you one of those?
Yes, because I don't work in different countries. I don't interact with stakeholders in the international community.
So whose change you go able make for clean the face of Salon as this government be say and the time for clean the face of this country?
First of all, just by having a person we get a good record, that's now a big change. That's now one. The other thing, we go fight drugs. Because drugs then they give one of the things where they give Salon bad name. You know, everybody now in the outside world, if they travel with a Salon passport, then go begin to look you some kind of way, like say they suspect you smuggle drugs. So we go fight drug trafficking. We go after the one day way involved. We'll go after the big fish. We'll go after the drug traffickers and then collaborators for clean the image of Sierra Leone.
How say you be the winning if there is this issue of drugs?
Everywhere. Outside you go,
you don't cancel alone, particularly this Bente way the issue be done raise. We done this.
I cancel alone last year, but this drug stock been on the go around even before that.
How you receive the news about Salon, for example, get drug lord, the issue of the Kush and all that?
The Kush na a tragedy. That's for Salon. Because we youths them just they die. But not just they die, but the kind of way then they die is sad. And with the Kush they reflect again the problem there with the underlying problem with the country they face. The Kush they reflect hardship, poverty, unemployment. The youths they not get jobs. Now I make some of them they take to drugs like Kush and the other drugs then. So we go fight all this. We go fight the Kush problem directly by providing rehabilitation facilities for the young, for the people, and not just say young, because whosoever involved in Kush. We go treat them as people the way we need for rehabilitate, and not to people the way we need for just to throw into prison the way already overcrowded. And we will go for the real one the way they behind all the problem. As I say, the big fish, the drug traffickers, and then collaborators.
What about the fight against corruption?
That not all are part of the package, really, they're part of the system the way we come with.
Doc highlights 5 priority areas in terms of development if you happen to be the president.
Well, first of all, you get the priority areas where we highlight, but you also get other things that we now not to tangible or not to physical things then where we go implement. First, we go establish or restore freedom of speech and freedom of expression. We go restore respect for human rights. We go guarantee human rights and the rule of law. In terms of priority sectors, we don't talk about say we go fight Kush, we go fight drug abuse, we go fight corruption. Then we go promote the private sector. as the engine of growth. What we need for do now for provide the infrastructure and what we can call more generally the enabling environment for the.
So you said we run salon like a business.
We not need for do business as such. What the way we go manage the economy is we go allow the private sector.
If I last I had something come in mind, I just want to seek your knowledge on this. And as Kumar say they run this country like a business.
Okay.
Now bring if just from not to from your own thoughts, from your own thoughts. If we actually mean for work with the private sector, or if we actually mean for run the country like a business.
Well, no, I'm not go able to answer that question.
For my rule, I just like one for like from how you rule and you being an economist. I think so. Now that angle there you be facing you mean or you miss.
Well, I think Salome much better under an Eskroma than how it is so today, and even get some good ideas, including the brilliant idea we even get. Now this Mama Airport, if it be able if they be continue, this present government may continue with that Mama Airport today, that may for be a big achievement.
What are the economic viability?
Because we need airports. If a country can't develop without an airport way accessible. You know, when you get you not only hear history, but how some businessmen and they come, then they lunge, then some turn back, they're not even cross because of the difficulty for cross come from Lunge to Freetown. We talk about tourism just now. Tourists they not go come because of all the hassle for cross from Lunge to here. And it's not just the hassle. The airport for travel to Saloni expensive. Idea. You know, they put all kind tax on air travel. That make in fact some people and they even go pass through Guinea for cancel loan or pass through Guinea for go abroad. You know, so we need an airport where accessible and at reasonable price.
Doc, you all any nationality apart from Salon?
No, mina one sim, mina to sim. Yes.
So that's why they ask you.
Yes. I not hold any other nationality. Mina a Sierra Leonean 100%.
How you say you just be the place safe because you've been in the international world and now you come into full politics. How do you describe the space in terms of both APC and SPP, the political space itself, no? Not to the government interference within oneself. How do you describe the space?
Well, let's focus on APC because now my own party. I think APC is an inclusive party. Of course, not a perfect party. No party not the way perfect. And APC don't get in challenges and all. But I think on the whole, an inclusive party, it allow anybody for aspire. And that's a Leg Body party. And also a grassroots party. Then they reach out to the grassroots, to the people.
What about if you say APC democratic?
The present APC democratic in the sense that even you talk about the lower level election, of course, then we know we will get some problems in some areas, but the present system where they in place now an attempt for make the process democratic.
And do you feel say this lower level will go democratically?
It don't begin. Some don't take place already, and I believe say despite all the problems that will be occur in some cases, now work in progress, of course, but in a good step forward, a good step toward democracy. And what to me they see everybody in either open inside the party, everybody there on the alert, everybody they demand, they call for free election, for a free process for choose all the different, fulfill all the different positions, then including the flag bearer position. So there is that general awareness there. We go make it act for make them anybody make any kind of a yuki from the election.
Doc, you afraid in any way say APC will get challenged for pick Flagbearer of picking new leadership?
If I'm afraid,
Say APC will get challenged for picking new leadership.
a new flag bearer. But of course, the challenge always there because you get for now you get so many people that don't emerge.
If you say issue go come out at the end
Like,
of the day, that's how they
It's
travel.
like any boss or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I believe so if we continue with this process for allow everybody a chance for run and for do things in a transparent way, then most reasonable people then go, if they want to law serve, then go accept. Not put on that way there. Yes. You get one or two extremes in any situation or in any group, we go out for cause trouble. But if the process transparent, as I say, generally speaking, the bulk of the party, the bulk of the membership go accept.
Let's talk small bits about the current fuel crisis. The current price in the country, the Middle East crisis, and also the issue of the Finance Act, the tax and the tax people they bring fuel and all that. If you see the current state in terms of price in Salon for there,
I feel say the tax is them pretty high on fuel. Salon, they're one of the if you compare to other African countries, then fuel prices then are Salon then high. You got a few other countries that we also get a pretty high fuel price, but we're among among the countries that we fuel price high. Part of the reason because not just the cost of fuel, but as you say, the tax within they put on top of that. Like the price per liter, for example, for every liter of fuel, the excise duty now 5 leons for every liter of fuel. Then you get it in call an infrastructure development fund. And for that one for petrol, for every liter now 3 leons. Right now, under this latest price structure, for every liter now 3 leons for the first. So then they add to the price. So I think the charges, the additional charges, the tax, they make the fuel price high. And waiting they cause they make the government they levy then kind of charges. As I've been saying, the other sources of revenue, they perform. And because of the corruption, and even besides the corruption, the government they end up they spend a lot, partly because of the wastage we don't talk about, and the foreign travel. So the fuel seems to be the main way within the try for extract resources for meet all them various then costs there within they get.
So with all the indicator and the way don't highlight the for blame the Middle East war or for blame the government for the current price hike.
Well, the price of fuel, the way the government they determine the price of fuel, then get a mechanism where then go take the world market price, put another way, then we then take the world market price, then go add the other costs like shipping and other costs. Then when the fuel reach the salon, then they add some other charges. Blame the government for the world price of fuel because the government don't get any influence over the world market price of fuel. Blame the government for transportation costs and other costs we're not under their control. But the government get control over the taxes within the levy on fuel. The government get control over the charges within the levy on fuel. So, for example, the 5 leons per liter of what they call an excise tax down on petrol and diesel, down there is something where they under their control. Now then they impose that 5 leons there. Then I will mention something else again, infrastructure development fund. Yes, that way for petrol now 3 leons something per liter presently. So there are elements and then particular cost items and then the government gets some control over them.
So let's look at the spillover as economists. Fuel price will go up. So the other product there.
Yes.
How the chain they work.
Of course, fuel maybe not the most important, I would say the most important or the key commodity in a salon, because like you say, as soon as fuel price go up, the transport price they go up. Then the one day they go transport plazas, palm wine, fish. Then the price they go up. Almost everything depend on fuel. So almost everything in price will eventually go up.
Well, looking at the current crisis, government they say they're still comfortable in terms of storage and get like 42 days more, according to NPRA today when they get updates. Say the country to get storage for 42 days, and then believe say within that period the price will come down back. You see the possibility?
Likely, but it all depends on how the Iran war go, how quickly that war they end. And we hope say, well, everybody, the world, they hope say it not go last long because war not good in the first place anyway. So we pray that the war go end very quickly and that the situation will return to normal. But then they're beyond the government in control, they're beyond everybody in control. And it also hard for predict. But I don't think it will last that long because even the Western world, America and the other countries, they not only last long because it affect them too badly.
We see some expansion don't take place now the petroleum sector, the storage according to government through NPRA, they don't expand the storage, and we see more petrol station in there. But the issue of pricing still, we see government will introduce the pricing formula recently. The NPRA will get serious concern with the way dealer them just is price, you see some lapses between the government and the dealer them.
Well, I know they monitor the internal discussions or interactions between the government and the dealer them. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer that question.
What's if it's the best practice for salon? Because if you get easy price for petrol, you they get easy price for the other product, just like what you talk about the agricultural products and even some other sector them. What if you say for you dinner at the end of affairs tomorrow, what if it's going to be the best practice for address the issue of petrol?
Well, the issue of petrol, you can't treat them separate from the economy, the rest of the economy. The reason why government they impose all the tax they ever talk about now because they not get other sources of revenue. The other sources of revenue not they deliver that much. So first and foremost, we need for fix the economy for let we be able to generate more income or more revenues from other sources. And we need for try for manage the spending. The spending, as I say, presently wasteful because you get Boku ministers there, you get Boku parastatals there and government agencies. So when you don't cut all around and when you don't cut that kind of spending there, you don't raise revenue from other sources, then you can able to reduce the tax on fuel.
So if you take leadership tomorrow, how you cut down? You make mention of just now, say reduce some institution, but how you will cut down differently from what it happen now?
When we take over the next government, cabinet size, we will reduce them to less than 20. I be mentioned, say, we go close the office of the chief minister because now waste of money. Now redundant office that and they do the same. The office they do the same work as the vice president. Then boku public institutions they are just they said they overlap, then they run into each other, they do the same work. We go try for see which one them completely useless or redundant and shut them down. So that we will save on all, we will save money.
What they thought about subsidy, both fuel and rest and all that, government can give subsidy to?
Well, presently, government not give subsidy to fuel. On the other hand, they actually tax fuel. So,
yes, that subsidy don't happen
before
government.
In the past.
So they thought about giving subsidies to.
Well, subsidy, for let you give subsidy, you get forget the money for give the subsidy. I doubt if this government get the money for give the subsidy. Then besides that, subsidy it can cause your own problem. In the past, where we give subsidy, then maybe in the more distant past, to fuel and to rest, then they smuggle them go Liberia and Guinea. Because when you give subsidy, it means say the price cheaper na your country than other country where not they give the subsidy. So then they get a own problem.
Actually, I'll bring you earlier on what you will start with the IMF. Many people believe the IMF they use subsidies where government can pressure government to put subsidies for promote regime change. And you don't work for IMF. You believe saying that the idea being why IMF can give pressure to people them, governments them in particular for say don't give subsidies. Like what's up with this government now?
Well, first of all, I want to just say they are as a Sierra Leonean, in me, personal capacity as a Sierra Leonean, and not as a member of staff of the IMF. I don't resign from the IMF, and from an ethical point of view, I don't go on for talk anything in a private information where I've been working at IMF. In fact, I signed a secrecy code for that. But I know I want to hide anything. People that can generally try for blame the IMF. Having said that, anyway, people that can try for blame the IMF and the donors then for some of the problems that the country they face. But they always say, fix your problem yourself. Not to donor, they can't solve your problem for you. Not blame the donor. Everybody get your interest. Every institution get your interest. Every country get your interest. So if you sit down no more, the wait for another person can solve the problem for you, your problem not going to ever solve. If you know say that person they go give you or ask you for do something bad or something you know like, no go mess up your country or your economy to such an extent that you get for go begin to go beg for loan to that person.
If it is already for come another zone day, that as you describe and bigger idea.
It depends on the leadership. We own leadership will take the country out of that situation.
You're looking at the debt toll we get, looking at the country in current economic status. If you happen to be president, how long if you say he go take you go pull the country?
They in what we call a vicious circle. A vicious circle. That is, we go round and round from one bad thing to another, from one bad thing to another. One of the biggest problems they will get are domestic debt, not even external debt. The domestic debt, Salon gets a total debt of maybe about $3 billion or just over.
Total.
Yes, domestic and external. Yes, about over $2 billion na foreign debt. The domestic debt actually smaller, but the interest rate on domestic debt very high. So much so that terming day and it probably until recently, about a third of the government in revenue, not just interest on domestic debt. So the first thing we go do now for try for end this domestic debt crisis. For try not for take more debt. And waiting they made the government they take debt because it can't to the corruption, the wasteful spending, spend more than waiting in the earn. Then when you spend more than waiting in the earn, waiting like you, so if you spend more, the salary they get or the income you get, if you spend more than that income, that means you get for friend way for trust. And now that the government they do. And when you trust, you get for begin to pay higher and higher interest rate for encourage people and for trust you. Now that's been happening. So we get for break that cycle there because we just live for pay the debt.
The National Revenue Authority gets key role for play, very key role for play for stabilize the country economy and address all in concerning ways. But looking at your background, people are Electoral working at the sector and all that, how you want for shape, how you want for manage that area, the area of revenue collection.
Well, again, I know they take one or two institutions in isolation. I think the problem with Salon, now look at the big picture. No, I don't even look at one or two saying that this, like I've been telling them about the Bank of Salon you mentioned. I say, no, not blame the Bank of Salon, not even blame individual units or institutions in the country. The basic problem that the country will get for fix now leadership. We need good leadership. Where we get the good leadership, even some of them units then they or their institution and they then go fall in place. Because first of all, the kind of people we go appoint will be people we appoint people away on the basis of competence. On the basis of competence. So then they because they are the best, not because of connection.
You see, the government is spent too much. We see, for example, this government gets an account for the president in travel. It gets an account for the office of the first lady for other activities and all that. When you can maintain the account then they?
Well, we forget is a single treasury account. The government that aspire forget a single.
Already we get single.
Well, not a name.
But they still get separate accounts.
Well, if then kind of thing and they exist, then we go regularize and normalize and close the accounts and they.
What will be action in the area of travel?
We will keep travel to the barest minimum. Only travel, me and the ministers and all the members of the government go travel only when it's absolutely necessary.
I get for manage political party pressure because most of these leaders, some of them can for getting some intention. But remember, I said they come from a political party. That's one of the requirements to make you president as alone. Then the party will tell that this wants. The new one this. You believe that this is Sierra Leone. For example, you believe that Mr. X na SLPP. But Mr. X go able to deliver if I put her at this position. But the party goes say no, this is against our ideology. How they manage the thing there?
I think if the party see say you know me a man, the party goes see say me a man, a farmer man, a man of discipline, and a reasonable man, and it in the interest of the party and the country for where we appoint Mr. X, or they do things in a particular way. I feel say yes, resistance the day, like you say, that is normal. That always there in politics and in any situation. But that day the leadership coming. A leader for be strong, a leader for pursue what he believe in, and even in the face of pressure. Now there's strong leadership, good leadership coming.
How are you able to distinguish between party pressure and national pressure?
What do you mean by national pressure?
You say this, for example, I want for solve this now for the interest of the country. But the party say no. This now, for example, I like you clear example. The ideology they say Southeast are the stronghold of the SLPP. You're coming from the APC. We don't get this project, okay. Let's get some airports now, Bo, for example, or Kenema. We go able, if we do them economically, it will be viable for the country. Then the party say no, take this one Makeni or take an Kabbalah or take an Tonkolele. How you be able to fight that pressure there?
Well, first of all, I think technical decisions I go left to technical experts there for take. For let you decide Osaya and airport go there, you get for do feasibility study, cost benefit analysis, and anything in there. So with an independent, if you do an independent study where they show you say the best location for the airport, now a particular town somewhere, then that in itself for me na evidence and a basis for argue say this is the airport for the day. But as I've been telling you earlier, this idea that the APC in stronghold na the north or whatever and the SLPP in the southeast, na idea we get for debunk, because we own appeal now to the country as a whole. Right from the beginning, right from the campaign, we make it clear say this year not a regional, we are not a regional leader, not a regional figure, not an ethnic figure, not a national figure.
So how you go react to a situation where you're gonna start to region for campaign and not allow you? So they begin believe say regionalism they work in politics.
I know they say regionalism, not they work as it is now, but this now the team will they overcome, and it depends. And me don't they go all sign at this. I don't travel all sign at this country, even at this campaign. And I don't meet up with that kind of resistance or that kind of situation that we talk about.
And Escoma faced similar things some years back in Kailao.
Okay.
So let's say my mother said you don't get them some of those experiences and some side where they go, we don't know what allow and believe say, yeah, no, the entire. You face that kind of thing. And looking at the current government now, SLPP, you angle some side and say, no, yeah, I know the kaya. You might not see the government, you might not see the board, people believe say you know the entire. Then you be president eventually. What you go do?
Well, the thing we have to do now for reconciliation. This country need healing and reconciliation because, like you say, the country divided, the nation they feel divided, and we not go. We can't continue this way.
Well, President Bill some years back, he take interview now,
Mm-hmm.
a radio station, saying that the white man had already divided the country.
Well, the white man and now be 19 almost they left saloon.
He said the country, in the end, also the country already divided because the white man had already divided the country.
But before change things, that they
divided by region.
Now before change things, that now their leadership they come in again. A leader they change this, they change what he meet. In order they accept.
How they change them?
By the way they rule, the way they govern the country, they make people and they believe you and they accept you across the country.
If you say President Bill rule on divide,
pardon?
If you say President Bill they rule right now for divide the country,
that not a matter of opinion.
Yeah, so just you your opinion. I you know what I mean. It's your opinion. If you say they rule on divide,
I believe say it can do a lot more for unite the country than what they do.
They reunite right now.
I know they see a clear effort for unite this country.
Why is it so?
Because I know they see them. If I see them, I will talk them.
He will tell them, will tell you back so and get, for example, the Peace Commission. When I then create them, these are all institutions and beliefs for create the divide, for bring cohesion, get a cohesive society and all that.
The same Peace Commission, the same the other institutions that we women create the after the 2023 election and all the recommendations of the tripartite report, they're all part of the process where the country be embarked on for avoid a repeat of the 2023 election. But now we see say the appointment of the chief electoral commissioner, for example, it go against a key resolution of the tripartite report. So that's one. Even the electoral system wouldn't they propose in the bill, wouldn't send to Parliament the electoral reform bill. It go against that tripartite recommendation. At least the tripartite recommendation be say, let them do widespread consultation. That I recommend resolution 78. Let them do widespread consultation, and based on the basis of the consultation, and they then decide whose system for use. This consultation would then do 59% of the people and say they don't want PR proportional representation. But now then they go and propose proportional representation in the bill to Parliament.
You eventually be Flagbearer for the APC and be president. What could be your program for women empowerment?
Well, first of all, empowering women will be a top priority for my government. At least 50% of all political appointments will go to women, including the cabinet positions. Then, generally speaking, I go promote technical and vocational education in the country. But for women in particular, any woman where they pursue a higher degree in science and technology, now with institutions in the salon, universities in the salon. In theory, but in practice, is it?
Practically, they happen. It starts from under the school, man.
But you then continue, that's not the question.
That's not any. Girl, people they do science course not free.
Well, me go extend them to not just science, but specifically where I will mention the areas then: medicine, engineering, agriculture, and science in general, mathematics.
Like the APC, we get the STEM program.
Yes.
When I would mention science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Agriculture.
Any gal because they go, so possibly you make mention of agriculture now.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the area of sports? Which will be your role, because you talked about earlier on if they support the football league now,
Ginger Hall.
and all that. So which will be you program for sport?
Well, of course, I'm a sports enthusiast. A keen football enthusiast. And still now Eastern House fan. And I go support football. I will support not just football, but like you say, sports generally in this country. I think almost all areas of national life don't die, including sports. We know they see the team, we national teams them, or we national sportsmen them, if not and sportswomen them. They know they really go far by any competition. Part of the problem now money. You see people for let them send the team, Leon Stars or whatever, or any other sporting group go abroad, or they never begin to go and big half money here and there. So funding now one big problem. We go make sure we get adequate funding for sport. And as they say, everything linked to the economy. So where we for dual entity, and be it sport, be it education, we need to fix the economy, and that we will do.
Doc, we wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
But for delegates, where they watch you now from the All People's Congress, why they for vote Dr. Victor Davis as the flag bearer?
I get a clean record. Me and my not involved in corruption. I'm a man of integrity. Over the years, I don't build a reputation for being a man of integrity, for being a fair person to everybody. I feel for the poor people of this country. Myself don't go through poverty. I born into a poor family, so I know what it means for be poor, and I get sorry at for the poor people in this country. As an economist, are they in an excellent position for fix the problems that where this country they face? Where most of them, na economic problem. I go provide the kind of leadership, the transformational leadership, the visionary leadership where this country need for take them from the bottom of the world to a place where we all go be happy for live.
So in terms of, for the supporter, in terms of hope, now that they expect, then they be in you. Then they expect, say, through the convention where they go, you go take them through. So assurance will give them, say, when I go make them to the final, when I go carry the APC symbol, and when I go take APC to State House.
Also where we go, people then they reach to me, then they embrace me, then they embrace the team, because then they see say, now we are the kind leader where the country need. Now we are the kind leader where them don't they cry for. Then see me as a break from the past, as an opportunity for let this country free itself from all the pain and suffering where they go through right now.
Doc, before we say Tata, people them, when they say economists and Salom, people them believe say two things. Salomon believes we say politics na for kind get money. We say economists them believes then they get one word when they say then greedy. Whose category they?
Well, I believe me are generous. I dey give money. I don't sponsor so many people through school and university. People that were not to me born them. Not just people who had the help. People that know me, even when I'm in election at Fabric College, and we know how I'm the sponsor of some of the students then. So I don't know if that your description or perception of economists is not going to apply to me anyway.
You comfortable for call the names of people who don't lecture where they not this government right now? We can understand you lecture the Minister of Trade.
Yes, Naina one, even the Minister of Finance and the Central Bank Governor.
They all lecture.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll put an end to the program. I know I asked for that. But in any time we're comfortable, campaign to your supporter then now for let them vote for you and let them continue for support you. I give you this space now. Campaign now to The APC people them.
Comrades, when will they choose the next flag bearer for a party, the decision we will make go either make or break the party and the country. We for choose somebody we marketable, somebody where the whole country go buy, somebody like me. This is an opportunity for Lewi take power in 2028. Let will not take this opportunity light. Yes, people in the country, some of them now with money, but if we allow money for play a role for decide the next president of Sierra Leone, we go regret and bitterly because that person they go pay himself back over and over again.
All right, that just take this one message where Osfred Kamas says a good sense of purpose in him, if only translated to practicality in the absence of rhetorics. Now we end the program this night. One for say plenty thank you to you, Dr. Victor Davis, for we joining at the program this night. We appreciate your time we spend with we. One for say plenty thank you to everybody who on the online this evening for watching the program. You know, watch the program going at the page because some man they do prayers and all land. So if you miss them, you can follow up the program later and learn Bokutin the way doctor don't share this evening. Plenty thank you to Sao and Valentino for making us see with this evening. We'll be there in charge of the technical aspects. My name is Alex Lawrence Koma. They say next week again we'll go there with another topic and continue for watch Liberty Online Television. Until then, get yourself a blessed night.
Country like Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na Politics and the People, the program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Now you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Country like Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty